Hi guys, it's Drea. So today I have a chopping block video for you. It's been a very long time since I've done a chopping block. I feel like on my very low buy, because I haven't been buying a lot of makeup, I've been using a lot of my own makeup, the makeup that I already own. And so I haven't really felt the need to do chopping block because I've been using so much of what I already own. But there are a few things as I've been going through my drawers in the last month or two that I've been kind of like side-eyeing and kind of considering and not sure if it's something that I want to keep or not. I'll be using them for probably just over a month, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about if I'm actually going to declutter them or not. All right, let's start with this. I actually pulled this into my most recent Shop My Stash, but I think it fits in a lot better here because it is something that I'm not really too fond of, and I think I just need to decide if I'm ready to let it go or not. This is from Colourpop. It's one of the Super Shock Cheeks, and it is in the shade Lunch Money. Now, I have quite a few of these. I have, well, actually not quite a few. I have two other ones. I have Flexitarian and I have On the Cusp, and I really like both of those. But this one I'm not so sure that I like. This one is just very neutral. Not very intense, subtle. That's the word I'm going for. It's subtle. So you can see, can you guys hear the birds chirping? I actually kind of like that as background noise. You can see that it is really just a sheen. There's nothing really intense about it. Besides that, these are very creamy, and some of them go on really well with the brush. Some of them you have to use your finger. And for me, this one I always find like I have to use my finger, and it doesn't end up looking like this on my cheeks. It ends up looking like nothing. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out like how's the best way to use this as well. Here is, I think, the only thing that I own from Wander Beauty. It's this palette I bought last spring. It's called the Wondrous Fling palette, and it's so pretty. And I think I really bought it mainly because of the packaging. It's got 6 shades inside there. It's got a mirror, but it's got 6 shades, and they are, 5 of them are very shimmery. And then this one here, it's not really a matte, but it's not really a satin either. Like, it's kind of a hybrid. It's the only one that can serve kind of as a transition shade, and that's what I use it for. So there's the swatches. Can you even tell that I put the swatch of that lighter one right here? Can you even tell? It's so subtle, again subtle, that you can't even really see it. So these guys here, they look really good in finger swatches. I think part of the problem is that I had always tried using a brush to apply them. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually try only using my fingers to apply these and see if I end up liking them better, because they always kind of came off as kind of chalky and powdery. So that might actually be a solution. Here's a product I got in a BoxyCharm way back when. This is from Ciate, London. It's the Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow in the shade, literally no shade on here. Literally no shade. There's nothing on here that tells me what color this is. So I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's got a nice long applicator. It looks really pretty, like really shiny, but it's not super pigmented. It's almost more like a topper than an actual like cream eyeshadow. So I just haven't used it that much. I don't even know like if I like it. I think I maybe have only used this one time. I hope that I never put this in another chopping block, because now I'm starting to think maybe I did. Like, I feel like I've only used it one time. Imagine that I have used it like 100 times and I forgot. That would be ridiculous. All right, here's 2 blushes from Sleek. Alex gave me both of these for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I just haven't really worn them. So I think this is more so like I just want to see if I really like these, then want to get rid of them. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't generally get rid of things that people give me, although she has said if I ever needed to, she doesn't care, so that's fine. But I don't really want to. I just want to use them because I haven't really used them maybe beyond a couple times each. So this one is called Rose Gold, and this one is called Life's a Peach. I feel like this is a really good time of year to try these out. This one is not super pigmented, but it could be buildable. Like, that's one swatch of Life's a Peach. But I've always said I don't necessarily think like very uber pigmented blushes is a great thing. There it is, kind of built up quite a bit more. Like that looks like something I should like. So I don't know why I don't really or haven't really used these. Rose gold has a lot more sheen to it and is a little bit more pigmented. See, that looks like something I should really like. So why haven't I been using these? So I'm going to now, and I'll see and report back, and hopefully I love them and want to keep them. Here's something I've had a love-hate relationship with for many, many years. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So when this first came out, so much hype. I can't believe, do you ever like remember when things first came out? And at the time, you know, it's so new, and then years later you look back and you're like, wow, I was around for that hype. That's how I feel with this product. It's like so iconic now, and I remember when it was new. This one still smells very heavily scented like coconut. Anyways, when these first came out, everybody lauded them as the most amazing thing, myself included. I used one up to the point where it had significant pan on it, and then I felt like the formula changed once I hit pan. I don't know what it was, it just did not look the same on me. And I have a history on my channel of not being the best with bronzer. Like I always feel like I look muddy or gray, or like I just don't know what bronzers are best for me or how to apply them. So I never have said that I'm an expert when it comes to bronzer. And this one, I've had times when I loved it and had times when I hated it. So anyway, I repurchased this about a little over a year ago, and I wanted to kind of rediscover it and decide if I liked it. There's a swatch right there. And since then, I haven't really done that. So this is going to be my chance to actually decide if I like this or not. Two things left. This is actually like a deluxe sample size of a concealer, and I think I've only used it once or twice. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer, and it is in the shade Moderately Fair 14. The shade names in this range, I remember when this first came out, they're so weird. Like they're all like, I'm not fair at all. So, but moderately fair and then a number, it's very confusing. Very confusing naming of shades. Like that is not fair at all. That's definitely more of a medium. I don't know if this shade is even right for an under eye concealer for me. I don't know if I really like the formula, so that's what this chopping block is all about. And then the last thing is actually something Alex gave me as well. Sorry Alex, two things in here from you. But this, there's a reason. Okay, this is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. I have actually owned this product before. I can't remember. I think it just went off and that's why I got rid of it. But she gave me this for Christmas this year and I haven't used it yet. Now, we know I am super, super oily. Like my skin is an oil factory, and I've just spent years trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. And what I've found recently, like when I say recently, I'm talking about the last 6 months, not using mattifying products is actually where my skin likes to live the best. So I still use pore filling primers. I still like that's how I prime my face. I don't really use stuff like this. And then I switched exclusively from mattifying setting sprays to MAC Fix Plus, which is a little bit more hydrating, and I only use that now. So I still get really oily throughout the day, but I just blot it off my skin. I don't even like repowder throughout the day, and my makeup generally stays really, really good. Of course, summer is a little bit of a different animal altogether, so I might change my mind and like want to use more mattifying things in the summertime. But for now, I've been really liking what I've been doing. So I'll try that. I know that stuff is intense, like it really mattifies. So I'll try it and see if I like the difference or how it performs, or maybe I will end up really loving it. But that is it for everything in my chopping block. And I'll use these for about the next month. So if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe, because I will come back with reviews of all of them, and then probably some more things, and just start up a new chopping block series again. I do have a playlist, I think, on my old ones if you're interested. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you're speaking to yourself kindly, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.